What's up, y'all? It's FTKComputer. Yes, welcome back. A lot of you guys really enjoyed my last Q&A, and y'all said y'all wanted me to do more speaking videos and wanted to hear my opinion on different things. So I figured, why not do another Q&A? However, this time it's going to be a pop culture Q&A. I rarely get to hear you guys' opinions on stuff, and y'all rarely get to hear my opinions on stuff other than like Overwatch and gaming things. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about pop culture. I don't know. If it's a flop, it's a flop. But if you guys enjoy it, I'd love to do more things. I'm kind of. It's like pop culture for me. Like, I don't follow it like heavy, but I try to stay in the loop a little bit. And so a lot of the things you guys put me up on, I didn't even really know about, or like people y'all told me to listen to that I had never listened to before. So yeah, I thought this would be fun. Now, I hate giving disclaimers, but I feel like in YouTube 2019, you have to give disclaimers. And so one thing, and y'all know I've talked about this before, one of the things I hate about YouTube nowadays is that I feel like it's so phony. Like, people, especially with like, when it comes to people's opinions, it's like nobody gives their real opinion anymore. I've really noticed this. If you've watched like quote unquote reaction videos nowadays, it's like reaction videos used to be like you get people's raw and honest opinion about things, but now it's like everyone just acts so amazed by everything because they don't want to upset anybody, and they know that they'll get subscribers and views, and like it's just a money game nowadays. But lucky me, I'm a gaming YouTuber, so I don't really care about I don't really care if people like my opinion or not on this stuff, because it's not really what my channel's about. But look, if you're gonna get offended easily about me not liking people that you like, this is not the channel for you, honestly. So I'm just gonna give my honest opinion on things, and if you can't handle that, you can go find a multitude of other channels that'll just tell you they like everything just to get your clicks. Also, if I don't answer every question in this video, I'll do a part 2. I'm trying not to keep these videos too long, because I know a lot of you guys don't want super long videos, but a lot of y'all don't want super short videos either. Y'all are hard to please sometimes, so I'm gonna try to keep this like moderately long. And if you guys enjoy it, maybe I'll do it every once in a while, like something I do every month or something. I don't know. I'm trying to do new things that I actually enjoy doing. And y'all know I don't like being like a news channel or a gossip channel, but talking about pop culture and stuff with y'all seems like it'd be fun. So the first question comes from Chocolate Love. It says, do you like BTS, Twice, G-Idol? Do you like Lil Nas X? How do you feel about Marshmello's music? That's a lot of questions. Okay. So the first question, do I like BTS? I do like BTS, actually. I think they make pretty good music. I know people are kind of getting tired of BTS because I feel like they're overexposed, but they do make good music. Like, I can't lie. I think DNA is probably one of my favorite K-pop songs, like altogether. One of my favorites. Twice. I do like Twice. My favorite song by Twice is Likey. But I think I like earlier Twice a little bit more than I like their more current music. However, I did like Fancy. G-Idol. I can't really give I know who G-Idol is, but I can't really give that much of an opinion on them. But that one girl who has that kind of like weird husky voice, I really like her voice. And the only songs I know by them is it like La Ta Ta and Han? Han, it's okay. Like, it's not my favorite, but I do like La Ta Ta. But I'd have to listen to more of their music to really give an opinion. Do I like Lil Nas X? You know what's funny? I actually hated Old Town Road, and so I never really paid him much mind, because I was like, oh, I don't really like this. Like, this hip hop country, not for me. However, I listened to what he had, Panini and Rodeo. Awesome songs. So like now I'm more open to give him a chance. I don't know. I feel like Old Town, like, I'm glad that he's doing well with Old Town Road, and that's like one of the biggest songs, like top Billboard. But for me, I don't know. Like, I just didn't really like it. And I'm glad I didn't write him off. Like, I'm glad I still listen to those other songs because Panini and Rodeo are great songs to me. Like, I think they're awesome. And I'm glad that he's not like a one-hit wonder. So, yeah. Next question. How do I feel about Marshmello's music? So I had no idea who Marshmello was. And so I listened to a few of his songs. I'm going to be honest. I feel like his songs sound, and this may be not his fault, but I feel like his music sounds like YouTuber / Instagram influencer music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like the music that would be in the back of YouTube videos. So it's not that I dislike it as much as it just reminds me of YouTube. And like, I already spent so much time on YouTube. I couldn't see listening to music that just reminds me of more YouTube. So not my kind of music, but it sounds like what's popular. You know, it sounds like very popular right now. So yeah. The next question is from Fionn. It says Beyonce or Rihanna. So first off, let me just preface this by saying I love both of them and I think they're both incredible. But if I had to choose, I definitely choose Beyonce. I feel like Beyonce is like the entertainer of our time. So, you know, and not to take away anything from Rihanna, and Rihanna has great music and she's a mogul and she's awesome. I just feel like, for me, Beyonce is more of like an icon that has been consistent throughout my whole life. So yeah. The next one is from Norman effing Rockwell. I don't want to get demonetized. Sorry. Do you listen to Lana Del Rey? What do you think of her? Oh my God. I actually love Lana Del Rey. I always have. Ever since I first heard Summertime Sadness. I think Lana Del Rey is awesome. I know some people get on her. For her live performances. I actually had a friend who saw her live and said that like the vocals weren't really up to par. But to me, I feel like, you know, not everyone has to be the best singer. As long as you put passion behind what you're doing and you have a vision, I don't think it matters how great you sing. I'm like, when I listen to those Lana Del Rey records, they slap. So I love her music. My favorite song is Ride. I listen to it almost every day. I just love it so much. So yeah. Next is from Worst Mercy Overwatch. What's your favorite superhero? Mine is Batman. My favorite superhero. I'd have to say that my favorite superhero is Captain America. Yeah, Captain America is my favorite superhero. I mean, also I love Black Panther. I mean, especially after the movie. The movie was just awesome. But yeah, Captain America has been my longtime favorite superhero. All right, the next question is from Jake Davis. Do you play on Xbox 360 or Xbox One at all? I don't think that has anything to do with pop culture, but no, not anymore. I used to have Xbox 360. The next one is from the Animal Crew. What do you think of pickles with garlic powder? What? I absolutely hate pickles, but I like garlic. So garlic powder, yes. Pickles, absolutely not. They're gross. I don't like cucumbers either. Next question is from Revenge Sniper. Marvel or DC? Marvel, definitely. Favorite horror movie? The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Be a great movie to watch this Halloween. Your rankings on the Resident Evil titles, I really can't rank them because I've only played 5 to its completion. So I mean, I don't know. I'm a late fan to Resident Evil, so I love Resident Evil, but I've only played like 5 to its entirety. And do you prefer games to have lore or do you look over it? To me, it depends on what the game is. Like, if the game has interesting characters, then yeah, I do prefer it to have lore. But if it's like, you know, I mean, like, I didn't really care about the lore of Halo. Like, I like playing Halo multiplayer, but when it came to like the story mode, I was just like, I don't care. So I guess it just depends on what game it is. For Overwatch, I wish they had more lore because the characters are interesting. Alright, next is from Malicite, and it says, are you a Final Fantasy fan? If so, who's your favorite character? I'm sorry, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. I've just never played it because this is the first PlayStation I've ever had, so I don't know any of the characters. I'm sorry. Um, Next question is from Mega Master. What do you think about K through 12? I have to be honest. I haven't listened to the entire thing. I've heard like I think one song from it, and I think it's called Strawberry Shortcake or something like that. But it was really good. I really liked it. I just gotta listen to it. So when I listen to it, I'll get back to you. Like I just have to listen to it. I just have not gotten through it yet. So I'll maybe on my next Q&A if I don't like if you remind me, but I'll try to remember to actually give a full review in the next one when I like listen and watch the whole thing. All right, the next question is from oh Lord, I don't know how to say this out loud, but Mr. Boy 21 Full. Sorry if it's like I just don't know how to pronounce it. Do you think K-pop is overrated, and what do you think about the current gen music? I don't know if it's necessarily that K-pop is overrated to me, but I feel like I don't know. Now I'm thinking yes. I mean, I guess these. Okay, I guess I'll try to answer. I'm gonna answer both of these questions in one answer because I feel like it's related. So this just in case you forgot, the second one is what do I think about the current generation of K-pop's music, like right now? I feel like K-pop has kind of lost its identity in a way because it's gone so mainstream that now I don't really hear any distinction between Korean pop music and like American pop music. Like it just all sounds the same. Whereas kind of before, when I first started listening to K-pop, it definitely had its own sound. It was still inspired, like you could tell it was still inspired by Western music, but just done in a very different kind of way. So I feel like now when I listen to K-pop, it just doesn't. I mean, it just sounds like anything I'd hear on the radio anyway, but just in a different language. You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't know if that makes it overrated, but I feel like it's changed, you know. So and there's some group. I mean, not saying that I don't like any K-pop groups. I do, but I just feel like I don't know. Like I kind of miss when each group had its own kind of style and own kind of thing. Whereas like now it sounds like a lot of the music just is very similar to everything else. It's like, you know, trying to be pop, you know, it's pop music. So whereas it used to be popular in Korea, now it's like popular, it's like just popular in general. So I think that's why maybe this generation's music has less of an identity. But I don't know. I can't really say if it's overrated or not. I'm not sure. All right. Next. The question is from Nikki. It says, thoughts on live action Disney movies? For me, for the most part, I've liked them. The only one that I really wasn't that much of a fan of is The Lion King. Like, it wasn't bad. I just feel like it just tried to be too realistic. I don't even know if you could consider that. I mean, they're calling it a live action, but there was no real people in it. I don't know. But Aladdin, I really liked. Beauty and the Beast, I really liked. Were there any other ones? I didn't see The Jungle Book, now that I'm thinking about it. So that may be the one that I missed. So I don't know. Tell me if you like The Jungle Book. But as far as the Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, I really enjoyed both of them. So, yeah. All right. The next one is from Satyana Verdani. I hope I said that right. It says, opinion of Lizzo, Cupcake, Azalea Banks, Iggy Azalea, and Brooke Candy. So, I saw this question and like briefly listened to their music. I know who they are. Well, the only people I didn't know who they were is Cupcake and Brooke Candy. I know who the rest of them are, but I just went to listen to a few like songs of theirs just so I could give you my my kind of like honest opinion based on what I heard. So I'm gonna start with Lizzo. I like Lizzo. I like her whole personality, and like I like that she's worked hard to make it where she is. I just don't think her music is my kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Like I like songs of hers, but I don't think her like R&B-ish kind of style. It kind of is like a mixture of like R&B. her like rock, R&B, pop. I don't know. That's just not. It's just not my kind of music. But I do like her. Like I like Juice. I like her song with Missy Elliott. But I don't know. She's not my kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Next, Cupcake. Lord Jesus, I feel like I had to delete my history after listening to that. I did not expect it to be so. Oh, if you don't know, okay, first off, let me say this. If you don't know who Cupcake is, go and listen to, just type her in and listen to whatever the first thing that comes up. And if you see the music video, just make sure you're not at work or, you know, people are not around you, because it is very explicit. And I mean, I'm completely fine with people being explicit, but I was just not prepared for that level of explicitness, let me say. I really can't. I don't know if I can really review her, because I don't know if it's like a joke. Like, is she being funny, or is this really her? Like, is she really this nasty? You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn, it was so vulgar. Now she did have, I think, one song that I heard from her that wasn't like nasty. It was called Budget, and it was good. Like, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite song, but she has talent. Let me say this: she got talent. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's just, if you know, you know. Okay, because I'm like, I hope people don't think that I'm just saying like that I'm like some prude or something. No, the music is very vulgar, y'all. It's like, it make you uncomfortable, kind of vulgar. So thank you for letting me know that this kind of music exists. I was quite shocked. Let me see. And then it's catchy. That's the other problem. It's catchy and it gets stuck in your head, and it's not the kind of music you can sing anywhere but by yourself. So yeah, she cool. Azalea Banks. I just know Azalea Banks is a horrible person. Like, she's just a horrible person to me. Like, she always going after somebody. But I will say, like, her music is good. Like, it's good. It's interesting. I like the kind of 90s feel of it. It kind of reminds me of like 90s house music. With like, it's like rap over a 90s house kind of instrumental. So it's cool. It's interesting. I just wish she was a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just always going after people. I just don't like that. I feel like I can't really support her because I don't like people that do that. You know, that's always just going after people and always got something really nasty to say. And I know some people really do support her and say that there's truth to what she's saying, and that may be the case. But to me, it's like if you're coming from a malicious place, even if there's some merit to what you're saying, to me I'm not gonna support you. Like, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope she gets it together and just, I'm sure we've all seen, like, she needs to just focus on the music. But at this point, I don't know if that's what she's gonna do. Like, she's gonna always be herself. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. But I do her. I like her music. Like, I was very impressed by the songs that I heard. Next, Iggy Azalea. Some of y'all not gonna like my opinion. Okay, here's my thing. I just find it cringy. Like, listening to her music is just cringy for me, because it's like I know that's not who she is. You know what I mean? Like, it's like she's putting on like a, what's it called? It's like she's putting on a character, and I don't know, because I've grown up listening to like rap and hip hop. It's always came from like it's like rap is supposed to be like from your experience, you know? And I just feel like it's almost like, you know how like, you know how people get like how there's always been like a distinction on the internet between somebody who's like a K-pop fan and likes K-pop music and K-pop Korean drama and stuff like that, and then you have like a Korea boo, you know, who's like who does too much. Like, she's like a Korea, she's like like a blackaboo. I don't know if that's a thing. I just feel like, you know, like if you listen to interviews of her, it's like she's like a completely different person. And then when you hear her in her music, it's like, what up, I'm Iggy Iggy like I'm like, I can't. I can't. I tried. Now I will say the song she had with Tyga, Cream, that was a good song. Like, if I can get past the cringiness of it, it's not bad music. Like, she's not a bad rapper. I just feel like, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be yourself. Oh, I also forgot to say, Fancy. That was a good song too. Like, super catchy, super good. It's just the whole fake accent thing for me is a miss. And last but not least, Brooke Candy. So I had no idea who this was, and I looked at some of her videos. At first I was gonna like when I heard the first song, I was like, "Oh, this is not my kind of music. Like, not for me." But as I kept listening, she has a lot of very different, like, she seems like an experimental kind of artist where she incorporates like a lot of different styles. And some of the songs for me, I liked them. I was impressed. I don't know the name of the song, but I think my favorite one was like kind of this, like, it was real fast. It was like I don't know. It was like, it got stuck in my head. It was like, shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Give it to me, baby, like, ooh, some. It was just stuck in my head all day. And everybody was like, what are you singing? And I was like, I don't know. And I ended up downloading the song. So, I mean, some of her songs not my kind of thing, but she has some good music. I think the other song I liked was called Opulence. Let me look it up real quick. What was the name of that song? Because, like, I was just like, oh, such a good song. Rubber Band Stacks. It was the first one that came up. Rubber Band Stacks. I like that song. You know, I don't know her, so I hope she's not pulling an Iggy Azalea with the whole fake accent. But Rubber Band Stacks is a good song to me. I like it. All right, I'm gonna answer one more question because I don't want this video to be too long. So the last question will be by Velvet. And I'm gonna do a part 2 for everyone else who left questions. So it'll just be divided in half, and y'all get part 2 eventually. All right. So the question is by Velvet, and it says, first of all, if you haven't seen Hereditary, please watch it. It's amazing. I agree. Love Ari Aster. Loved Hereditary. I also loved Midsommar. If you like artsy horror, I think you'll enjoy them. If you haven't seen them. It says, but the question, off the top of your head, what are 3 horror movies you would recommend for the Halloween season? Oh, that is a great question. And perfect note to end on because y'all know I love horror. So the first movie I would recommend is one of my all-time favorite horror movies, The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie. It's strange, but I really enjoyed it. I really appreciate that Rob Zombie isn't afraid to push boundaries, and it's not your typical horror film. Also, if you're gonna watch it, you don't have to, but House of a Thousand Corpses is the prequel. So, like, House of a Thousand Corpses came first, and then The Devil's Rejects was the second part. But you don't really have to see House of a Thousand Corpses to understand what's going on in The Devil's Rejects. It's a very different movie. However, if you want to, see both of them. But The Devil's Rejects, is probably my favorite horror movie. Another one. Let's see. 3 horror movies. 2. Oh, a really good horror movie, and you may be able to find it on YouTube. It's called The Poughkeepsie Tapes. It's like a documentary style horror movie, but it's so scary. It's really scary. Like, it'll mess you up. Very interesting, very fun to watch with friends, and it'll leave you like thinking about it. And let's see, one more. This one is kind of a fun horror movie because I'm trying to think of things that are not like recent. Like, of course, I would say like the Conjuring movies or something, but I feel like most of y'all have seen that. A good one that I really liked is The Ruins. It's like this. It's like a group of tourists go to like these Mayan ruins in Mexico, and just all hell breaks loose. Like, very fun movie to watch this Halloween. I feel like that's a good range of different kinds of horror movies. So So if you guys watch any of them, let me know. So the Devil's Rejects, the Poughkeepsie tapes, and the Ruins, or the Ruin. The Ruins. The Ruins. I think it's the Ruins. So yeah, those are my pop culture opinions. I thought that it would be a little bit more controversial than it was. I really wasn't. But yeah, if you guys like this and y'all think I should do another one, I'm gonna do part 2 because there's still like a lot more questions. But yeah, I would love to do different kinds of Q&As and give my opinion on random stuff. So yeah, look forward to that. All right, I will see you guys later. Peace.